Welcome to the Meditation Nest, Bedtime Stories for Adults. I'm Beth Buttram, your host and narrator. Here, stories become gentle meditations, designed to help your thoughts unwind as you slow the tempo of your life and embrace the night ahead. Each episode invites you to slow your breath, soften your thoughts, and find peace as you drift into rest. So settle in, find your quiet corner, and let the evening unfold. This is your time to rest, reflect, and dream. This week's story is called The Rainwalker. It's for anyone who's felt a little heavy lately, a little distant, or unsure of how to reconnect with others or even with yourself. As you listen, may you find a quiet comfort in knowing that even in the softest rain, there's always a rhythm of renewal. And with that, here is The Rainwalker. There is a village tucked between hills that cradle the clouds. Rain is a familiar friend here, never harsh, never hurried. It arrives as a steady drizzle, a silvery thread connecting sky to soil, leaf to river, heart to heart. It patters gently on rooftops and cobblestones, slides along window panes, and seeps into the earth like a whispered lullaby. The streets glisten not from storms, but from this rhythmic, enduring rain that softens every edge and deepens every color. In this place, even the air feels alive with calm, touched by that particular scent that only rain can bring. Earthy and clean and quietly full of memory. The houses, with their weathered stones and moss-covered eaves, lean toward each other as if in conversation. Their chimneys puff soft curls of smoke into the mist, and their windows glow like small golden lanterns. Along every lane, ferns bend low under droplets, and wildflowers sway beneath the weight of water, bowing gracefully, never breaking. Here time moves differently, slower, softer, as if the whole village has agreed to breathe in unison. And in this village lives a woman known only as the Rainwalker. No one knows where she came from. She appeared one spring morning when the clouds hung low and the fields shimmered with dew. She walked calmly through the square beneath a wide-brimmed hat and a cloak that shimmered like wet stone. The cloak, woven from fabric streaked with blue and gray, rippled as she moved, catching hints of the pale morning light. Her boots made no sound on the damp cobbles, and her presence carried a sense of both mystery and peace. Beneath her hat, her hair was long and dark, strands clinging in soft waves from the rain. Her eyes were gray, flecked with silver, eyes that seemed to have seen both sorrow and grace, and had chosen to remain kind. When she smiled, it was the quiet kind of smile that doesn't need to be seen to be felt. The villagers whispered about her, as people sometimes do when wonder brushes their ordinary days. Children said she could talk to puddles and hear stories from the clouds. Elders claimed she had walked through every kind of rain the world had ever known. Shopkeepers simply said that when she passed by, the air seemed lighter, as if even the drizzle paused to listen. But the rainwalker didn't seek attention. She didn't offer explanations or tell her story. She only walked through drizzle and mist, through the hush that follows a downpour, through the gray light of morning and the silver stillness of dusk. She walked and she listened. One evening, as twilight pressed softly against the village, a boy sat alone at the edge of the fountain. His name was Eli, and his small shoulders shook beneath a rain-dampened coat. He had been crying, though the drizzle made it hard to tell. Tears and raindrops mingled freely on his face. He had lost something precious, a carved wooden bird that his grandfather had whittled for him. He had searched all day, retracing every step, calling down alleys and across meadows, but it was gone. Now, as evening deepened and the rain whispered on the fountain stones, Eli felt a hollow ache where hope had been. The rainwalker appeared quietly, her reflection rippling in the puddles before she did. She didn't speak at first. She simply sat beside him, the hem of her cloak touching the wet stone. Together, they listened to the rain. After a long silence, she spoke. "Rain doesn't fix what's broken," she said gently, "but it does help us see what's still here." Eli looked up, unsure what she meant. The rainwalker pointed to the water in the fountain, where the gray sky reflected, shifting softly with each drop. "Sometimes," she said, "loss makes us look more closely, and in looking, we find something new." The boy followed her gaze, watching how the rain rippled outward, how each drop merged with another. He didn't find the bird that night, but he found something else, a sense of calm, a quiet company, a space where his sadness didn't need to be hurried away. They sat together until the drizzle softened into mist. When Eli finally stood to go home, his heart felt lighter. The rainwalker smiled, a faint, knowing smile, and continued on her path, her cloak glimmering faintly in the lamplight. That night, as Eli drifted into sleep, he thought not only of what was gone, but of what had remained. The kindness in a stranger's eyes, the sound of rain that somehow didn't feel lonely anymore. Days passed, and the rainwalker continued her quiet journey through the village. She moved through each street with the same unhurried grace, past the apothecary, the post office, the school, the bakery. Everywhere she went, people seemed to pause just a little longer in her presence. Outside the bakery, the scent of warm bread mixed with the clean scent of rain. Luna, the baker, stood sweeping the steps, her face pale with worry. Her son had fallen ill, and though the doctor said he would recover, fear clung to her like a shadow. The rainwalker stopped beside her. She didn't offer advice or empty comfort. Instead, she bought a small loaf of bread, warm from the oven, and handed it back to Luna with a quiet smile. Her voice, when she finally spoke, was soft. Sometimes warmth can be shared long before it's felt, she said. Luna hesitated, but the rainwalker's eyes invited her to pause. They stepped inside together, into the fragrant warmth of the bakery. Steam curled from the ovens, carrying the scent of honey and wheat. Luna sliced the bread, poured 2 cups of tea, and began to talk. Slowly, haltingly at first, then more freely, the way people speak when they realize they are truly being heard. She spoke of sleepless nights, of fear that tangled with love, of trying to be strong when she felt anything but. The rainwalker listened, really listened, her silence open and steady. When Luna's words faded, the rainwalker said, "The rain feeds what's beneath the surface. The roots, not the leaves. Sometimes strength grows quietly where no one sees." Those words settled gently in the space between them, like raindrops sinking into soil. Luna breathed in deeply, the scent of bread and rain filling her lungs, and felt something loosen, a small, tender peace returning. When the rainwalker rose to leave, Luna pressed the rest of the loaf into her hands. "For your walk," she said softly. The rainwalker nodded. "And for your heart, keep a little warmth for yourself." After that day, Luna found herself smiling more easily. She began to notice the small joys again, the way her son's laughter returned in bits and pieces, the way morning light touched the loaves of bread on her counter. She didn't forget her worries, but she carried them differently, lighter, softer. The rainwalker stayed in the village through many seasons. Sometimes she disappeared for a while, wandering into the hills, and then she would return just as quietly. Wherever she went, she left something behind, not footprints or stories, but small ripples of tenderness that others carried forward into their own quiet ways. A teacher began keeping the classroom windows open when it rained, letting the sound calm the children. A tailor stitched an extra pocket into each coat he made, a secret place for small treasures or notes of hope. A gardener began planting wildflowers along the edges of the cobblestone paths, saying the village needed a little more color when the gray comes. The rainwalker never claimed credit. She simply continued her gentle wandering, rain beating along her cloak like tiny stars. She would pause at doorways, smile at passers-by, tilt her face to the sky, and listen. And in that listening, the whole village learned to listen too, to themselves, to each other, and to the soft hum of life, moving steadily on. When the time came for her to leave, as quietly as she had arrived, the rain fell differently. Not heavier, not sadder, just fuller. The air shimmered with gratitude. On the morning she walked away from the square, Eli, now taller, stood by the fountain. He didn't call out. He only lifted his hand in farewell. The rainwalker smiled back, her eyes warm beneath the brim of her hat. Then she stepped into the mist, her figure blending with the silvery veil of rain until she was gone. The rain remained, and the village, now attuned to its rhythm, never again saw it as a nuisance. They saw it as a reminder that connection doesn't always come with words. It can arrive in silence, in kindness, in the quiet companionship of someone willing to walk beside you. The end. As I reflect on these days, I realize how the simplest acts, an open window, a shared smile, the steady hush of rain, can weave threads of comfort through our lives. Sometimes all it takes is presence and a gentle openness to let healing begin. I hope you carry the rainwalker's quiet wisdom with you, finding peace in the rhythm of each moment and courage to walk forward together. And so, As you prepare to rest tonight, imagine the rainwalker gently through your thoughts. Her cloak soft as a cloud's shadow. Her steps unhurried. Her presence calm. Let her gather the day's heaviness and soften it with rain. Let her steady rhythm remind you that storms are not things to escape, but to move through. You don't need to rush the healing. You don't need to hurry the light. You can walk through it slowly and still arrive. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let the sound of rain, imagined or real, lull your spirit into ease. The world outside may continue to turn, but here, in this moment, all is still, all is well. Rest now. The rainwalker is near. And until next time, good night. As this episode comes to a gentle close and the world outside grows quiet, may you find comfort within your own meditation nest. Let your mind settle softly, cradled in the warmth of peace. May tranquility wrap around you, inviting deep rest and serene dreams until dawn. If you'd like to help keep the meditation nest aglow, please consider buying me a cup of coffee by visiting ko-fi.com/BethPodcast. Every small kindness helps the light travel a little farther. You can also access a free weekly blog on Substack. Check the show notes for links. Until we meet again, sleep deeply and rest in the quiet knowing that you are held by the night. Take care.